rebuilding series. You should have a pillow and a little towel roll for underneath your waist. And let's start on one side or the other, having that pillow support you. And as you inhale, you're gonna reach your hand forward, and then exhale, bring your hand back. So starting to get a little bit of motion through the rib cage and mid-back. Keep this rib down as you're stretching so that we can get this in the shoulder, the chest, and the ribs. So you're reaching as you inhale, and as you exhale, you're gonna pull back and open the chest. After we have babies, it's very, very common to get very tight in the rib cage and the chest and the shoulders. So this is a great way to feel better and to help get your core working by freeing up the rib cage. So with this, you're not rolling back all the way because that would be stretching through here. We want to be stretching higher. So it's a reach and a pull, keeping the rib down. Inhaling and reaching, and exhaling, pulling back. Reaching and pulling. You should feel a really good opening in the chest, the pec, and maybe the middle back, where we tend to get very tight. All right, now you're gonna just switch sides. Putting that towel roll under the waistline, supporting the neck with the pillow. Reaching the fingertips forward on your inhale, and as you exhale, drawing it back. Inhaling as you're breathing, noticing how your diaphragm moves and your rib cage opens, not just to the front, but also to the side ribs and the back ribs. So here, as you're reaching forward, it may feel easier to get that inhale to the back, and exhale, rib stays down. We're not rolling back. Inhale, reach, exhale, draw the arm back. Feeling that nice opening through the chest. Where we like to get tight with taking care of all the babies. All right, next we're gonna find your lower abdominals. You've got your six-pack muscles underneath are the obliques. Those are your moving muscles. After we have babies, we tend to get weak in the lower transversus abdominis, which is the deepest layer of the core. That's our abdominal corset muscles. We tend to have bossy upper abdominals and weak and lazy lower abdominals. So we are gonna work on finding those lower abdominals. Putting that towel under your waist to give your back some support. Taking a nice big 360 inhale so the whole rib cage moves, not just the front. And as you exhale, you're gonna draw in here like you're putting on a tight pair of pants. And you wanna notice how your belly button goes back toward your spine and maybe up a little bit toward your head. Breathing in, letting go. Inhaling, diaphragm moves down. You may notice pelvic floor moves down toward your feet. Exhaling, drawing in those lower abdominals like you're tightening an imaginary wire between your two hip bones or putting on a tight pair of pants. Inhale, release. The whole rib cage expands. Pelvic floor lets go. Exhale, drawing in those lower abdominals, tightening that wire. Belly button goes toward the spine, maybe up a little bit, certainly not down. Inhale, release, rib cage expands. Exhale, tighten that wire, put on the tight pair of pants. You should feel this low, and you should feel like it's a little bit of work. Good. Inhale, release, big inhale, breathing into the back ribs and side ribs. Exhale, pull back. So that's, you may feel the lower transversus abdominis fibers down here working, and it may be surprisingly difficult. All right, the next one, you're gonna take a nice deep 360 breath. Pelvic floor releases and relaxes. As you exhale, you're gonna pull back, putting on your tight pair of pants, and you're gonna keep it pulled back, and then you're gonna breathe under that brace. So this stays back at the 10th floor, and you breathe under, holding that. You should feel tired. Good. Taking on your next inhale, taking that nice letting go breath. Everything relaxes, including pelvic floor. Filling up those lungs, and as you exhale, pull those lower abdominals in, pulling all the way to the 10th floor, holding that 10th floor as you breathe under that brace. Should feel challenging. Should feel like you're starting to reconnect with these muscles. Good. On your next inhalation, taking a nice letting go breath. You're inhaling to the side ribs and the back ribs, pelvic floor, let's go. Nice big breath. As you exhale, you're gonna pull back again. So these are our endurance holds. Pulling back to the 10th floor, holding this and breathing under that brace. So keeping this back, but still taking some breaths. So we're working on the lower transverse abdominis, strength and endurance here. Good. On your next inhale, let go. 360 breath, pelvic floor, let's go. As you exhale, drawing in here. Belly button goes toward the spine. Good. These should feel tired. Taking a nice inhale, 360, letting go breath, pelvic floor, let's go. And exhale, pulling those lower transversus fibers to the 10th floor. Excellent. Big 360 inhale, feeling those back ribs. Breath goes all the way into the pelvic floor. As you exhale, pulling in, drawing in, and holding those lower transversus abdominis muscle, breathing under that brace. Good. So those are your endurance holds. And after doing 10 seconds, which we just did times 10, you should feel tired. So let's switch sides, and we're gonna do some pulses. So again, supporting your waistline with a towel, a pillow under your head. All right. So taking a nice inhale. 360, which means your diaphragm opens and your breath goes all the way down into the pelvic floor. And as you exhale, you're going to draw those lower abdominals in. Keep it on the 10th floor. Inhale and release it to the 9th floor. Exhale, pull it to the penthouse. Inhale, release it to the 9th floor. Exhale, pull it to the penthouse. Inhale, exhale to the penthouse. Inhale, 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 to the penthouse, and then let go. So those are your pulses. You will notice those are very hard because that is where we tend to be the weakest in that lower transversus abdominis, which makes a lot of sense. After pregnancy, those muscles are very stretched for great reasons. And now that they're coming back into their normal muscle length, and I am now 3 years postpartum, and still that is the range of motion where I tend to be weak. So those are your strengtheners, and they should feel really challenging. So let's do that again. Big 360 inhale, breathing into the back ribs, pelvic floor is nice and relaxed. And then as you exhale, you're going to draw in like you're putting on your tight pair of pants. Those muscles go to the 10th floor. Inhale, release it just a little bit to the 9th. Exhale, penthouse. Inhale, 9th floor. Exhale, penthouse. Inhale, exhale, penthouse. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, 9th floor. Exhale, penthouse. Inhale, penthouse. Inhale, letting it go a little bit. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Exhale. Awesome. You can let it all go. All right. So that's a great way to start reconnecting to your core and start doing strength building. And then in some other series of videos, we'll start to add on to that and make it even more challenging.